What is up, everybody? This is Lee from Adventure FPV, and I am at Adventure Golf Fitting, right? I've been commissioned to do some drone work for them. I'm doing some fly-throughs here at the putt-putt golf course. They also own a water park, one of the largest water parks in the United States, called Waterworld. And interesting fact, I actually used to work there when I was 14, so it's cool to be back doing stuff with them again. They also have some golf courses, some parks, some pools. Like I said, I've been commissioned to do a one-shot for them through this golf course. We're going to script it with actors. So today what we're going to do is just kind of the basics. We're going to plot the course, test the signal. We're going to make sure everything looks good. We're going to fly some of the different holes to make sure the paths look good, the flight path. And then what I'm going to do is actually put together a video for the client where I put like an explainer video where I show where I think things should be happening, people should be placed, what moments should be scripted. And then we're going to come back and do a final shoot here on another day. So this isn't going to be like a full behind the scenes or anything like that. I'm going to be pretty busy today, so I won't have time to film and don't have anybody extra to help film. But I do want to show you the proposed flight path. Not everything's open, so the final flight path will be a little bit different as far as going through the gates and things like that, but you'll get the general idea. So let's go ahead and take a look at that footage. So I will go ahead and do a bit of an explainer for you guys. I am using the slammed shin drone squirt with the GoPro Hero 9, filming in a 4:3 aspect ratio, and then using Real Steady Go 2 and horizon leveling. So like when I fly through this space here, there is auto ISO up to 400. That's the only thing that's in auto. I'm either going to need to add more practical lighting, allow my ISO to go higher, or just make adjustments in post-production. Adventure Golf does actually have 3 separate putt-putt courses, and we're not actually going to fly from the beginning to the end of just one course. We're going to show kind of all 3 courses. We're going to kind of cut through because this will be used for advertising for their website or whatever they need to. There's going to be people sprinkled throughout. We're going to be doing some scripted things. I'm also going to be running some speed ramping through these different areas to kind of cut through the parts that aren't as interesting. Now there are some water features that are going to be turned on as well, so we'll need to be cautious about that. And I'd really like to ask if I can come back and do a night flight as well, because they really have this thing all lit up and it would look really cool. There are practical effects like fire and things like that spread throughout the park, which would be really cool to film. We're going to trigger those on demand. Now, as far as my signal and my location, you can see I'm located right here along with one of my spotters. I'm probably just going to use that same location and just hide myself behind that wall so I won't be seen, because I had great signal. Now this is one of their key featured holes here. If you miss, it does squirt you with water, and there are some practical effects with that. One other really cool thing is they are going to provide me with MP3 files, so I can add those effects in, because as you go through the park, there's different sound effects in different areas, so they're going to provide me with all that, which will be a really nice way to kind of make the video flow a little bit better. I will be adding in sound effects like I always do into my videos using soundstripe.com. There is an affiliate link in the description, and there's another video here if you're interested in checking out how I do my sound effects, so check that out as well. So we're going to cut up through the trees, and we're going to reveal the racetrack for their go-karts, and they also have a maze and a ropes course. On the final video, I'm actually going to go a little bit higher above the truss and just below those wooden ladders. That way, when people are on the course, there's really nothing that can be shaking or hitting me. I don't have to hit any gaps from side to side. I can just keep a nice level flat flight all the way through the end of the ropes course and still come down over the water. And do keep in mind, this is not a final edit, so the color grade is not quite complete. And then we're going to enter into the go-kart garage. I'm probably going to fly a little bit lower between the cars to give the illusion of speed, and follow one car out of the garage and follow it a little bit around these twists and turns, and then there's going to be other cars that are already going to be on the track. I'm not going to follow one particular car all the way around the track. I'm just going to go ahead and get some general shots of the cars going, but I do want to get one car at least pulling out of the garage as I fly through. All of the attractions are not quite open yet for the season. So for instance, I end up flying over this building, but that's a bumper car building. We're actually going to fly through it once they remove the wood paneling off the side for the season. Then we'll show up and get a high altitude shot, and that's going to be a wrap. Hey, so everything went pretty well. Like I said, there was a few adjustments that we're probably going to end up making on the final run. You'll see I actually did a different flight path through the ropes course where I flew underneath some of the planks and things like that. I think that's what we're going to end up doing in the final shot. Everything went really well today, so now what we're going to do is I'm going to send that edited video over to the client with some proposed ideas. They're going to bounce some back off of me. Then we're going to finalize this thing, come back out on the final shoot, and stay tuned because there will be a behind the scenes of that final shoot. So I want to thank you guys for watching and sticking around to the end of the video. Give me a thumbs up, like, subscribe. We'll see you in the next one.